I have a question for you. Are you like me? Do you spend way too much time on your phone and digital devices, whether it's scrolling on social media, binge watching TV shows, obsessively checking the news, or trying to keep your streaks alive? I would say that most people I know say that they spend way too much time in front of a screen. You might have already realized that these things are causing you to lose control of your time, feel more isolated from others, and overall experience less satisfaction in your life. But what is the solution? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Philip, and today I'm going to be sharing about how you can solve this problem by becoming a digital minimalist. Most of what I'm going to be talking about is taken from the book Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. So I definitely would recommend that you buy this book and read it because it goes into way more details about this topic than I can in one video. But basically what I'm going to be sharing is my highlights from this book, what I found most valuable, as well as a few of my own ideas sprinkled in. And then at the end of the video, I'll share my own personal journey in digital minimalism. So definitely stay tuned. Now, if you don't really see your phone usage and your screen time as a problem, here's a few thoughts to consider. Social media and other related digital sites are carefully constructed to consume as much of your attention as possible. These companies make money when you spend more and more time on their sites, so they try to create an addictive environment where you can't stop spending time there and you keep coming back over and over again. Now, obviously, this addiction isn't in the same caliber as like a substance addiction or maybe gambling, but it's still serious, it's still unhealthy, and I still think you can use the word addiction to describe it. I would say that a lot of people, my generation and even other generations, struggle with a phone addiction and a screen addiction. Some signs that you've fallen into these addictive patterns might be if you feel really nervous without your phone, if you're constantly checking your phone for no reason at all, if when you check your phone for the time, you're suddenly sucked into the black hole of Instagram and you scroll for like an hour, even though you have other things to be working on. Maybe you're eating dinner with your friends and family, and at the same time you're snapping other people even though you could have just waited a little bit to do that. All of these are signs that you've fallen into these addictive patterns and you're giving your attention away to these companies and helping them to make more money at your expense. Now think about this. If you spend just 2 hours a day on these non-essential digital technologies like social media, that means you're spending a whole month of your year on your phone on mindless, useless activities. Is that really how you want to be spending your time? Now, you might have even admitted long ago that this is a problem and you don't want to do that, but because they're so addictive, you still spend the same amount of time, keep coming back to social media and these other sites. That's where digital minimalism becomes useful as a way to combat this addiction. Digital minimalism is a philosophy of being intentional with your digital technology usage in order to maximize the benefits you receive according to what you truly value. Basically, digital minimalism means stepping back, asking yourself, does this add value to my life? And how can I maximize and optimize the value this provides me with without falling prey to an addiction? Digital minimalism is all about finding the exact optimal point of consumption and then stopping there so that you don't incur more costs than you receive benefits. Most people never even ask themselves, what's the optimal point of consumption? And because of the addictive nature of technology, they usually go way past this point when it comes to their screen time and phone usage. So let's get practical. The best way to start becoming a digital minimalism is to implement what Cal Newport calls a digital declutter. Essentially, this means going for 30 days without any non-essential digital technology. This is like going cold turkey on your addictions and taking a step back to analyze what actually adds value to your life. The best way to do this is to go to your phone and delete every single possible app that you deem is non-essential. Every social media, every game, everything that you can live 30 days without. Now, if there is something like a messaging site that you have to keep for those 30 days, but there's only really one thing, like communicating with your parent or with your child, that is super essential, then come up with an operating plan for how you're going to use that technology only within that essential need and nothing else. So this might be, I'm only going to use this to communicate with my parent. And so you can disable everyone else's chats or mute every other chat so that you only are able to communicate with your child or that essential person you need to talk with. In this way, you get rid of every single non-essential technology and just have a few apps left for very essential needs. So basically, reduce your technology uses to the literal bare minimum for 30 days and use these 30 days to take a step back and understand, okay, what can I actually live without? What has been taking away value from my life? And maybe what do I actually need to bring back in my life? What was important to me? This helps give you clarity and understand yourself better without being tainted by your addictive patterns. Now, after 30 days, there's 3 questions that Cal Newport suggests you ask yourself before reintroducing a technology into your life. The first question is, does this technology serve something that you deeply value? If the answer is yes, you move on to the second question, which is this technology the best way to serve this value? Again, if it is the best way, you can move on to the third question, or actually the third characteristic that you need to implement in your life, which is this technology needs to have a role in your life that is constrained with a standard operating procedure that specifies when and how you will use it. If you're able to implement that technology with those 3 characteristics, those 3 questions, then and only then you can bring it back into your life. So here's a couple of examples. After 30 days, you might decide that TikTok does not serve anything you deeply value. I can't imagine that it would. In that case, don't re-download TikTok, never use it again, and live your life as a happy TikTokless person. Now, another example might be Facebook. Perhaps Facebook does serve something you truly value, which is connecting with your friends and your family. However, does it serve that in the best possible way? Maybe you realize that most of your friends actually use Instagram more, so there's really no reason for you to be on Facebook. In that case, don't re-download Facebook and stick to Instagram. However, if you just want to use Instagram to connect with your friends and family, then you can create a standard operating procedure where you will only log into Instagram on your laptop at 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that, where you constrain yourself to only use it that optimal amount of time where you are able to connect and see what's going on with your friends, but you don't spend any additional time using it that would be wasteful and addictive. Another thing you can do is unfollow every single person on Instagram or meme page, whatever you follow that doesn't serve the thing that you deeply value. There's no reason for you to be following that anymore. So you unfollow those. You use Instagram only during a specified time on your laptop where it won't tempt you during the day in order to serve something you truly value. And in that way, you'll actually be optimizing the benefits you receive from Instagram. Before, you might have spent hours a day on Instagram, but after you implement this new standard operating procedure, you might only spend 30 minutes or 45 minutes a week on Instagram solely to connect with your friends and family, which is something that you actually truly value. And that's the point of digital minimalism, to let digital technology serve you and serve your values and not for you to serve digital technology and fall prey to these addictive patterns and mindless scrolling. Another important point during your 30-day digital declutter is not just to get rid of all the time you spend doing fun things, but to replace those mindless, useless digital activities with real, fun leisure. Try to rediscover something you truly enjoy during these 30 days, whether that's playing a musical instrument, playing a sport, building something, recording videos, whatever it is that is actually fun, actually rewarding, that you truly enjoy. Try to rediscover that and replace mindless scrolling, mindless binge watching with things that is actually high quality leisure that brings you joy and adds value to your life. If you're going to take one thing away from this video, it's that you need to be intentional with your digital technology consumption. If you're not intentional, these addictive sites and apps are just going to consume you and waste way more time than you need, and you're going to fall into an unhealthy pattern of behaviors. Digital minimalism is just about being intentional and deciding how much time you're going to spend on these things in advance. Again, there's way more tips, tricks, thoughts, and ideas in this book than I've been able to share. I've just shared with you what I think is the most valuable and what you can implement in your life today. Now, let's get personal. I am not immune to these struggles with technology addiction, phone addiction. In fact, I wouldn't even say that I have overcome them yet. I've just finished this book recently and just wanted to record this video to share what really stood out to me from the book and what I'm going to implement in my own personal life. I would say that my screen time on my phone ranges from anywhere from 2 hours to 4, 5, even 6 hours sometimes, which is really embarrassing, and they just don't add value to my life. And I've understood that after reading this book, and I realized that they're holding me back from really reaching my full potential, from accomplishing my goals and doing what I really truly want to do. And so starting with this video, I'm going to record an additional video about going through in the next 30 days, a 30-day digital declutter. I'm going to take you guys through that journey in another video, and I'm going to share my thoughts, how it went, and whether I was able to become a true digital minimalist. I also hope that you found this video super helpful and inspiring, and that you're able to make your own changes in your life to become more intentional with your technology usage and to get rid of unhealthy behaviors and reach your full potential. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you thought of the video, if you have any feedback, how your personal journey is going. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more videos on self-improvement, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.